Hi guys, it's me, just Machine again, and for this video that I will be dedicated to Asian History Month in May of 2026, I shall be talking about a little trend that's become popular among the younger people in this country. And when I say young people, I mean like people that range from age from 5 to about maybe 30 years old, maybe a little older than that. Anyway, this is a pretty good trend. It's called the Chinese military trend. And it's actually pretty cool. It's basically a dance trend that was based on an old video. I would say maybe 80s or 90s. We're looking at a Chinese army battalion doing a dance for the honor of the country. And let me tell you, it's pretty damn awesome. And this trend that went among younger people, it branched off into two separate things from the original full dance trend. And if you are curious about the music to go with it, it's called Midu Echoing. It's a pretty good song. Of course, it's in Chinese, and we'll be doing a video in which I talk about the lyrics of the song, translated and such, because it's actually pretty soulful and kind of deep, almost like a haiku. And I will be doing it as a video but for right now, the actual original video, that people base it on, will be featured in the description below. I will put the link in the description box below. And I was actually debating on whether I should do this trend myself, but then I figured it might be too hard for me to do right now. So it involves you doing a lot of hand gestures and this and that, this and that and other things too. But most of the time when people do that, they do it like with a transition to some. Usually it's kind of Chinese cheap out, complete with makeup and hairstyles. That would be equivalent to a Chinese cultural thing. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. There's also one move in particular that people got from this dance trend, which is the second branch of this video of the trend that young people are doing. Well, mostly women, but I've seen men do it too, and it's very impressive, very nice. And the one with the cheap out and the makeup are also pretty impressive too. I will be talking about my favorites of each I get to call genres later on in the video, but for right now, I'm just gonna focus on the main shebang, the main one, the Shibubi, if you will. So anyway, like I said, this is probably just my take on it, but it looks like there are a bunch of dancers, middle-aged dancers, who may or may not have been in the Chinese army at the time. So I'll figure out years, maybe 90s, what the video look like at least. And they're all on stage. It's actually pretty cool because it's like a spotlight on the main dancer guy, the leader of the group. And let me tell you, he can really book it as far as dancing goes. Because he is 100% awesome in this thing. So the other dancers too. And there were about maybe somewhere between 20 and 30 different people on there doing the dance. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, the background is like some kind of a projected mountain area of like China, I'm assuming. And it's actually really sweet because this main dancer, like in a so-called rigid street position, kind of what you would expect to see from tin soldiers. And I don't think any of this to do with any political or military type jokes or sarcasm or anything like that military. I think it would be just a pure dance. So I know that with some groups in China and North Korea in particular, they're very regimented in their movements whenever they move around and stuff. And march in particular, it's almost like dancing to begin with. So I would believe that if you told me that these people were actually army men and that they were actually dancing for the army or for the leadership of China, I would believe it because over there it's so regimented in the way they move around and stuff. That's very, very similar to actual dancing. Like goose stepping and all that other jazz too. But these guys are pretty good. Right after this, just like a full 10 seconds of just sitting there at attention. He did this movement which I rather like. It's kind of like a drunk drunken master, whoa, where am I, what am I doing here? And then he snaps to it, and does the most infamous move of the entire dance sequence, a high kick. No, you gotta be pretty damn flexible to do the high kick like that, especially if you're a man. But he does it with gusto, because again, it's for his country. And it's pretty awesome, especially when he does like rolls and stuff onto the ground. And he does like an arch with his foot, and it's pretty cool. And by the way, he's in full military regalia when he does this. So it looks like M. Bison from the Street Fighter movies. And when he's doing it, it's actually pretty cool because when he does it, the other people fall into too. So you see him doing like a weird movements with their legs and their arms, and they do like they call crazy foot, in which one guy went inside the body dancing all crazy, like it was an Irish jig or like something else, and the other leg stays pretty much stationary. It's pretty cool because when they're dancing, they're like doing anything and then coming together in one big square group, and just in general just enjoying their own dance moves. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. They so like to make sure the unity in the country and all that, as well as do it in step with the music, which is real quite nice, because especially when the woman singing it, just like when she goes into the high notes, and that's super cool. Made you want to salute every one of them. Let's see here, it kind of reminded me of that of West Side Film Guy, which they make fun of the movie West Side Story, which said that I want to be in a gang, but you gotta learn 3 classes of ballet, two for jazz step, and all that, and something else too. But what was it? But it reminded me of that. Then instead of the gang, it's the Chinese army, and to do that, you have to do all kind of dance choreography, which is really impressive. I'm sure that Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump saw that and said, I wish Macho Man could do that. In fact, I wish that, me personally, I wish that every armed forces member of the States Army and Navy and Air Force and Marines and the Space Force could do dance moves like this, for the honor of the people. Forget about Trump and all that, but I want to see them all dance like that. That's like a side project or something. Like you said, if they were to do this, Trump would probably say, "Oh, they're all dancing for me, the glorious leader." But no, they will be doing it just for the country and for entertainment of the country and for the troops and such. So I think it would be very fun to see that. How about you guys? Would you want to see our army men do such tight maneuvers and choreography, or not? Or would it just be silly? So anyway, you do like I said, I compared to the Irish jig and compared to to say Street Fighter with some of the dance moves that they pull off in that game, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's only like 2 minutes long, but it's still hot pumping and heart racing. Now for the other trends that come out from this. I see mostly young Asian women do it. Although I have seen men do it too. And that means the first one is the high kick. Yet they mostly use the high kick to demonstrate, the flexibility and stuff like that. But I didn't think of it that they could just be advertising how sexy they are to try to entice men to do it the same too, or to hit on them. And let's see, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Most of the time they can do it, sometimes they can't do it. Although some of my favorite videos where they can do it is there was this one girl who was cosplaying as that weird guy from I can picture the anime right now, but on Netflix. Wasn't Soldier. With the Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer. With the guy that dressed like a big dwarf, and the girl was able to do the high kick with both legs. So that was like pretty something special. There's also the one with that girl that does like just like a cop, or with a little a little frog hat on. That's also pretty something funny. Plus, she does like a little smile too. Like, like I did it. Until you do it. That's in fact so. a lazy bum. Let's see, there's that one. The one where a pregnant mother does it, and that's super cool because she does it with and she does it like over a high kick, like a high kick 180 degrees. She can do it with over 180 degrees. So think about maybe 190, 195 degrees or something. I'm not too sure about it, but you can do it over 180 degrees. And then you got the one do them in the high heels, and that's something really special. That's something you wouldn't expect from anybody. And then you got the one that does the cosplay as an anime character in heels too, less. That's something really special. And then you got people actually do it with ballerina flats on. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that people can do it with ballerina shoes on. And that's really tough, especially because I've seen doing ballerina dances and practice just your feet. That's something that's very impressive too. And let's see here. Yeah, there's also one girl that I particularly like that I want to say she's Korean, and she does it with she does like a stretch first, as some of the people do. They stretch the legs, and then she does it with a beret on, with a big black beret on her head. So kind of like a militaristic type feel for it. And then you got the people that do that in a full costume, like a Halloween costume, like with a full military soldier, which is very impressive too. And then there's the original guy that does the dance into the high kick. He does it with someone makes him into an anime character doing that high kick, which is impressive. I can't do it myself for obvious reasons, but it shows very good determination and real good choreography and very good flexibility. Now it's time to talk about the other trend involved in it, with the hand gestures and the transitions. I loved it. I love it when they transform into a beautiful woman with cute power, makeup, and the hairstyles. It's so nice. Especially when this one girl called Two Dan does it. Because when she does it very funny. Like, she does it with funny faces and funny facial twitches, which is very funny. And you do like with twitch on the hands like, and then they transform into a beautiful Chinese princess. But my favorite one of all these trends, of the hand gesture trends, is when they have this one young lady that does the hip swing while she does her little hand gesture there, and it's very cool because she transformed into a beautiful girl from a barista. She turned into a beautiful girl with a black teeth out. Now, I actually like black clothing, and black teeth outs are not accepted. I like black teeth outs. I like the black kimonos too. And she looked cool with glasses on too. If anyone can tell me what her name is, I will be forever grateful to you. But I also like her video because she was the first one to actually translate the lyrics to it. So that was like just something really nice. Something that put their videos above the others who didn't translate them, that just kind of a slacker for the others, if you will. But yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Very entertaining. Especially the barista one. Yeah, let's see here what else they, yeah, it's a simple dance, simple routine. I have no idea how the hand gesture one came about, because if you look at the first video that I'm going to show you, there are no hand gestures, there are no arm movements, there are no major hand gestures that match with the trend of the third type. I would like to see what would happen if they do a couple or a single person doing the full Chinese military dance. That'd be something special. Also notice that when they do the high kick one, I have seen it with little girls who do it and their brothers or their friends or whatever are so shocked that they actually knock back in the seats. Like, I'm talking like really young, like 5 or 6 years old. That's really funny. But I have seen it where these people do the dance, the high kick dance and the hand gesture one with the boyfriend or the girlfriend with them. That's a nice little way for people to spend time with each other, have a little choreography with each other. That's actually really fun. And you do it in perfect sync too. That's something special. So yeah, I would like to be able to do that with somebody too. Dancing with them like that. Maybe not the full thing, but still, it'd be nice to see myself do that with somebody. Anyway, I also like the arm gesture ones because it's like a nice little exercise group for me to do. And I like whenever they have two women doing it. They're friends and it's so much fun. So double the beauty. So yeah, I thank you for watching my video on the Chinese military trend. It's very nice. I'll do a lyric video one day this month. But it was actually really nice. She doesn't do it for you guys. Talk about it and have fun with it. I did this in the month of May 2026. Anyway, there was some really spectacular ones, like the ones in ballet flats, the one in high heels, the ones when that do the transition to different outfits on T-Pals in particular, because I like that. And I find that the T-Pals are very restrictive in their movements. But it probably gets better or worse if they go for the long version of that. I think they call it the Chongzem, something or other. Anyway, let me know if you guys prefer the T-Pals or the Chongzem, or if you prefer the Kimono or the Out Dot. Vietnam. I mean, this whole Chinese trend of military dancing is a good happy face seal approval for me, especially the OG guy that did it, the first guy that did it, and in the video a little years ago, he deserves an award for that. Yeah, I also like whenever they spread the legs wide and then they keep that stance or they do movements to the upper body. That's pretty something nice. So, if you like what is here and you want to see more of my videos, you want to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also contact me for future information on my future videos by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. Or if you like, you can always reach me on, come find me on Twitter or X by calling me or texting me at, you can always follow me on Twitter or X at PNelsonPro. Also, you can get my email at jjdealingchannel@gmail.com. So, as any of these people that do dancing, whether it be the forearm dance trend or the high kick only, or say the hand and the arm gesture one, it's also magical. I love it. Although I haven't seen them doing it live, I would love to see what would happen. Somebody at my gym did something like that for cardio or for stretching exercise or whatnot. It's kind of one way of Tai Chi in the movement and the fact that a lot of people of different age groups can do it too. So, yeah. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video, all you girls and guys in Interland. So, see ya. Ciao, ciao. And sayonara.